Robert John Maudsley, born on June 26, 1953, is a British man known for his convictions in multiple homicides. His criminal history includes the murder of 4 individuals, one of which occurred within a psychiatric hospital and 2 while serving a life sentence in prison for a prior murder. Initially dubbed Hannibal the Cannibal by segments of the British media due to false reports suggesting he consumed part of a victim's brain, Maudsley's moniker, the Brain Eater, circulated among fellow inmates. However, subsequent investigations refuted these claims, as indicated in the post-mortem report. Notably, Maudsley holds the record as the longest-serving British prisoner in solitary confinement. Maudsley's early life was marked by adversity. He was born in Speke, Liverpool, as the 4th of 12 children and spent his formative years in a Catholic orphanage. Enduring routine physical abuse from his father, he was later removed from his parents' custody by social services. Maudsley disclosed harrowing experiences of childhood sexual abuse, which left enduring psychological scars. During the late 1960s, Maudsley engaged in sex work in London to support his drug addiction and sought psychiatric help following several suicide attempts. He recounted hearing voices urging him to kill his parents, illustrating the extent of his psychological distress. Despite these challenges, Maudsley's criminal activities escalated, leading to a series of violent acts. His criminal record includes the murder of John Farrell in 1974, followed by the manslaughter of David Francis in 1977 while incarcerated at Broadmoor Hospital. Subsequently transferred to Wakefield Prison, Maudsley committed 2 additional murders in 1978, targeting fellow inmates Salney Darwood and William Roberts. His acts of violence against individuals he deemed as rapists, pedophiles, or sex offenders further cemented his notoriety. At the age of 69, Robert Maudsley was incarcerated for the murder of John Farrell in 1974. Reports suggest that Maudsley became enraged when Farrell, who had engaged him as a sex worker, disclosed his prior abuse of children. During his time at Broadmoor Psychiatric Hospital, Maudsley committed an act that solidified his notoriety. Allegedly, he subjected a fellow patient, known to be a pedophile, to 9 hours of torture. Following this gruesome ordeal, Maudsley reportedly presented the lifeless body to guards who were negotiating for the victim's release. One account from a guard described the victim's head as resembling a cracked egg with a spoon protruding from it and a portion of the brain missing. This horrific incident led to Maudsley being labeled as a cannibal, although he has consistently refuted such allegations. Despite Maudsley's denial, the moniker has persisted in popular discourse surrounding his criminal history. Given his propensity for violence, Maudsley was confined to a specially constructed 2-cell unit in the basement of Wakefield Prison in 1983, accompanied by stringent security measures. Despite his pleas for a reprieve from solitary confinement, authorities remained resolute, emphasizing the continued threat posed by Maudsley's presence within the prison system. Robert Maudsley's incarceration in what has been dubbed the glass cage, or glass cell, is a notable aspect of his imprisonment. This unique cell, located in the basement of Wakefield Prison in West Yorkshire, England, was specifically constructed to confine Maudsley due to the extreme danger he poses to others. The cell itself is made predominantly of clear, thick glass panels, providing constant visibility into and out of the cell. This design allows prison staff to monitor Maudsley closely while minimizing physical interaction, thus reducing the risk of violence. Inside the glass cell, Maudsley has limited furnishings and amenities. The sparse environment is intentionally minimalist to prevent him from using objects as weapons or tools for self-harm. Basic necessities such as a bed, toilet, and sink are provided, but little else. Security measures surrounding Maudsley's confinement are exceptionally strict. Whenever he needs to leave his cell, whether for exercise, medical appointments, or any other reason, he is accompanied by a team of at least 4 prison officers. This level of supervision is necessary to ensure the safety of both Maudsley and others within the prison. Maudsley's long-term placement in solitary confinement within the glass cell underscores the seriousness of his crimes and the ongoing threat he poses to society. Despite his requests for a change in his living conditions, including pleas for a pet budgerigar or relaxation of the solitary confinement terms, authorities have maintained the stringent measures due to the perceived risk associated with his presence. Robert Maudsley is thought to be the longest-serving inmate in Britain, having spent 49 years behind bars and approximately 45 years in solitary confinement. Despite the stringent security measures in place, Maudsley has made several unsuccessful attempts to alter the terms of his solitary confinement. In March 2000, he sought to either relax the conditions of his isolation or be granted permission to end his own life via a cyanide capsule. These incidents highlight the ongoing challenges in managing Maudsley's incarceration and the strict measures required to ensure the safety of both himself and others.